controversial video of Austin Metcalf and Karmelo Anthony, and they're going to speak to that. They're going to speak to exactly what they saw when they introduced their public information request. And I think that you're not going to be surprised by what they saw, but we want to make sure that we get this information out to the public. So we'll start with T. Sturdy.
Hi, my name is actually Tony Sturdivant. Again, I was one of the ones that saw the video. It's kind of bewildering that it doesn't align with the testimony that was presented. What I saw in the video was four. Keep your voice up. What I saw in the video was actually more than 4 kids. There was 6 kids.
Should we hold it? We can hold it.
Okay.
Yep. Hold it.
Yeah. There were actually 6 kids that walked up in the stadium. 2 splintered off. 4 went directly to Karmelo Anthony. And there was a brief conversation.
You're going to have to start over, sorry.
All right. Start over?
Yeah. Let's clean it. Start. Keep your voice up.
All right. Yeah, so again, my name is Tony Sturdivant. I was one of the individuals that put in a FOIA request to see the video. What I saw was starkly different from the testimony that I heard given in the trial. There were 6 kids that walked up, 2 splintered off. I guess that part of, was introduced in the trial where they went to deflect the coach. The other 4 walked directly to Karmelo Anthony. There was a brief conversation, I say maybe 20, 30 seconds, and from there, a scuffle ensued. It didn't last long. Karmelo backed out the back of the canopy. He looked one way, looked to the left, and flew down those bleachers. Now, this is the video that was presented to us. This is the questions that I have, though. Why wasn't that video presented in court? And is it the true video? Because, again, it's starkly different from the testimony given in the trial. Karmelo Anthony flew down those bleachers, fell at the bottom of the bleachers, got up, took off. It was maybe 2 or 3 kids that you can see kind of give chase, but Karmelo was gone, so they weren't even going to put a finger on him and touch him. Again, there was a scuffle that ensued at the top of the bleachers, and Karmelo got it there. But I don't know why that was not brought up in court. I don't know why that was shown. I don't know if the ISD gave us a bogus ass video. I don't know, but that's what I saw.
Hello, everybody. I'm an advocate for Karmelo Anthony. My name is T. And when I went to see the video, they asked if you want to see it from either 2 minutes before the stabbing or 11 minutes before. So I chose 11 minutes. From the moment she pressed play, Karmelo Anthony was already sitting up underneath that canopy. And he was sitting there for at least 8 to 9.5 minutes. You see, well, I saw a boy in a black hoodie go over to him first, and then they left out of the tent, and then you see coming across the field was another 6 boys. When they got to the bleachers, one, he went out of frame, and the other one sat at the bottom. But the remaining 4, they went directly to Karmelo Anthony, and like T said before, it was a brief conversation, and then all you see is commotion. And we know from the interviews that Hunter did, we know that Hunter was, in fact, up underneath that tent. The next thing you see, you can see Karmelo, in the midst of them assaulting him, you can see Karmelo trying to back out, but he gets pulled back forward. The next thing you see is Karmelo, he comes shooting out the back, but he's still not standing. And he had to like kind of crab crawl backwards, and he had to like jerk away from them because they still had a hold of his hoodie. He goes up a couple bleachers and he's looking around for which way to go. He runs diagonally down the bleachers and then he falls. At the time of him falling, that's when I noticed another 3 boys coming down the bleachers chasing after him. But once Karmelo got up, he took off. You didn't see him for the rest of the video. At no point in that video do you see Hunter holding his brother. At no point in that video do you see those boys ever going back to the tent and sitting down. That was all a lie. And I also have questions. I don't know how the defense did not play that video. Because when you see that video, it was self-defense. Karmelo was only 5'8", 130-something pounds, and Austin and Hunter Metcalf were 6'1", 220-something pounds. So for people to say that he should have used his hands, people can die from fights, from people using their hands. And that's all I'm going to say for right now.
So I want to say that this press conference is for people who saw the video, because we want to make sure that we get that information out there. The other thing is that we have noticed major disparities when we look up statistically the sentencing structures that Judge Roach sentences minorities under. There's at least a 75% disparity in the length of the prison sentence when the defendant is of color. And so this is a concern for us here in Collin County. I reside here, and so I am concerned as a citizen. If the law is supposed to be equal and everybody is supposed to be protected under that law, then sorry about that, that means every race of people are protected, right? And so with that being said, I'd like to thank you for giving us the opportunity to express what we saw and what we're concerned about here in Collin County.
Okay, sorry. You get it right there. I'm Christopher King. I actually was a licensed attorney in Collin County several years ago, working with the city of Frisco on a certain project. But I'm Christopher King. My handle is KingCast online. I'm also a journalist, and I have a couple things for you briefly. Today I have filed my request for all exhibits used at trial. We'll see how that turns out. I had mailed it in before with a self-addressed stamped envelope, didn't get a response, so I figured I'd fly down here and file it in person this time. So as to this trial, what I see as an attorney, I saw what I believe to be malpractice. And I don't know why it happened, but I will tell you a couple of quick reference points. Number one, he allowed those students, young people, not professional people, to testify as to ultimate issues of fact, such as, was it murder or not? Yes. Was it provocation? Karmelo provoked him. That's not how it works. You have to make them elocute as to what Karmelo did to allegedly provoke a situation. That's how it works. And when you don't object to it in the cases in chief, you cannot come back later post hoc and then ask the judge and complain about it in a jury charge. There were also no expert witnesses produced, no use of force expert, no jury professional consultant was there that I know of. Okay, so these are all very serious questions on this case, and I don't understand it, but I don't like it, and I think this is the proverbial travesty of justice that we have just witnessed here. And there needs to be an investigation. It's not right. It's just not right. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for your...
Are you close with the family?
So I actually speak with them. And so
What's next now?
So what's now, and this is what I stated at the beginning, what's next now is definitely a fight for justice. It's definitely a fight. They are definitely ready to file an appeal, which an appeal has officially been filed today. They're ready to move forward with seeing Karmelo get justice and seeing him getting a fair trial. That is all that they wanted from Collin County, was a fair trial. And unfortunately, and I did attend some of the proceedings, and unfortunately it does not appear to me that they received a fair trial, that Karmelo received a fair trial. So what's next for them is supporting their son, and we as advocates, we're going to continue to support Karmelo and support the family, and they're going to continue to fight for justice, and we'll be right there on the side of them. Thank you. So I'm not at liberty to speak to that, and that information has not been disclosed. So I don't want to speak on that right now.
Did you have any questions for us?
No, we're good.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
I'm telling you guys, watch this case. I've investigated a lot of hokey cases. We're working on one with Hollywood right now. Bodie Miller's cousin, Nico Kenny, 20